Hello! Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Extreme School Makeovers. This is Raglan Powell Jr., your neighborhood hero. All right, I got one for you today. I got a tip from someone in the community that will remain nameless, and they were really concerned about the safety of the people coming to and from this playground area at this elementary school. So I told them I would ride over there and take a look at it, and once I went and took a look at it, I instantly knew something had to be done about it because somebody could seriously get injured or worse coming to and from this playground area, because this is the only access entry point to get to this playground area. So I told them I'll take care of it for them. But they said they had reached out, to the school, and they reached out to the higher ups, but still nothing had, been done. So I said, well, don't even worry about it. I'll go ahead and take care of it. I don't know if they're short-staffed, or I don't know if their equipment, or they don't have, the necessary equipment to do it, or whatever the case may be. But, instead of trying to figure that out, we know what needs to be done. So let's just go ahead and get it done. So I told them, I said, the next time you come to the school, everything will be taken care of, okay? So I'm not going to talk your head off, because as you seen in the intro, I got to keep my ankle iced. One little tweak will set you all the way back. Have you feeling all that pain. Once you get this age, boy, them bones don't act right. But that's one thing that we don't want to happen, is we don't want nobody to get seriously injured on the school grounds. We want to keep the grounds as neat, and we want to make them vibrant. We want to make them, inviting, so when everyone comes to the schools, they'll be in a different type of space. Their energy will be better. Everything will just be on positive and in a high spirit. So that's one thing that we're just trying to do. We're just trying to shine a light on the places that matter, and public schools is a place that matters. Okay, so if you hadn't already, subscribe to the channel. Give it a big thumbs up. Leave a comment. All feedback is good feedback, in my opinion. Help out the channel a little bit. It'd be very much appreciated. Hit that notification bell as well, so you'll be abreast of what the neighborhood hero got in store for you. Okay? So, if you hadn't already, you had all week, so it shouldn't be no excuses. Grab your cold cut grapes and your cherry coke slurpee. I'll see you in a minute. Love you. Ooh, I'm just playing. See you in a minute. Love you. All right, we're almost there. All right, we're almost there. At least halfway there. Back to work. That's it for the walkway. I'm gonna blow it down, but first we're gonna go back into the parking lot and get this hot grass up down here. Sorry for me eating this orange. I gotta get some vitamin C in me. Don't have the grapes today. I got an orange, but it's all healthy, so we good. All right. So we're gonna come back down into this parking lot and hit all of this high grass down here. Let me show you. So all of this high grass, and that's over there. Yeah, we're gonna tackle all of that. And then they got like a pile of asphalt down there. We're gonna trim around that and get it going, all right? So, and then out front, it's just like, you know, little knickknacks. It look like, you know, they trying to keep the grass, you know, maintained. It's just that the trimming and the edging is just a little off. So we're just gonna go ahead and do the trimming and edging for them. Okay? I hope you're enjoying this so far. I'm gonna go ahead, eat the rest of my vitamin C, and get back to work. All right? Love you. I guess previously when they were patching the parking lot area, I guess, you know, the asphalt that was down, they just left it here without taking it away. Reason being, I have no clue. It's just a big patch, big thing of asphalt here. Let me show you. So there's a big pile of asphalt that's just sitting in the parking lot, and I'm taking it. It's from when they did patchwork right here, and they did patchwork over there. Okay, so there's asphalt that's just sitting there, I guess, from these patches from when, and I see a couple of other ones that's over there. So why they didn't take it away, I have no clue. So what I'm gonna do is the big pieces that I see, I'm gonna just take it and just, you know, toss it over into the woods that's over there. Okay, just woods over there. So I'll just toss, you know, the asphalt over into the woods, and hopefully it'll make it look a little bit more presentable. But why they left it here, I have no clue. So if you see me weed whacking around it and stuff like that, you'll just know what it is and what was going on. Okay, back to work. We're almost done. We're almost done. Okay, we're gonna do this parking lot and do some little knickknacks, but we're almost there. Okay, so at least the parking lot area will be nice and neat for them. Okay, so let me go ahead and get back to work. Love you. That's crazy, right? My bad. Oh, anything for the kids. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and blow down this parking lot area. See you in a minute. Love you. That's it. That's all. Yeah, thought we have a little fun while we out here. Hadn't done that in a long time. Let's hope I can get up. All right, so thank you for tuning in for today's episode of Extreme School Makeovers. The walkway was a little, out of control, and the parking lot was a little out of control, but now that we went ahead and we cleaned everything up and stuff like that, they're able to come down the parking lot driving or walking freely as possible. Okay, so thank you for tuning in to the end, and if you hadn't already, do me a favor, don't cost nothing to subscribe to the channel, give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment. All feedback is good feedback about me, help out the channel a little bit, we very much appreciate it. Alright, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be abreast of what of the neighborhood hero got in store for you. okay? I think I might do that again. On a second thought, let me go on home. All right, so I'll see you all next week. Next week, I'll see you all same time, same day. Next Wednesday, new episode of Extreme School Makeovers. All right? And until then, love you. Oh, don't forget to tune in for the before and afters. All right? Love you.